Greetings, I'm Slice, and today I bring you some brand new gameplay of Resident Evil Requiem. We will be looking at the brand new persistent enemy. This is sort of like Mr. X or Nemesis. This enemy cannot be killed unless, I guess, you're in a boss fight eventually. Anyway, this unkillable enemy is a very tall woman that kind of resembles a zombie. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. But yes, you will be able to find a lighter. This lighter is important because, well, let's just say there are very dark areas in this game. Grace will be able to throw bottles to distract the persistent enemy that lurks in the dark, but has a weakness. Not only bottles, but also light. And no, the lighter light is not enough to repel this enemy. You will have to find a room with a light switch that has a very bright light. This will hurt the persistent enemy and force it to fall back and go away and stop chasing you. So much similar to a safe room mechanic. It is worth noting that this was simply a demonstration, something that Capcom has done in the past, a demo that wasn't really included in the full game. So if you're worried about combat now being a thing in this game, don't worry, this is just purely a demonstration or perhaps a small segment in the game. Puzzles, of course, make a return in this brand new demo, but so do jump scares. Certain jump scares will work differently in first person. The game actually does recommend you play in first person, but you can play in third person if you'd like. But you will be experiencing things very differently. So, the new persistent enemy, which we don't know much about yet, but if you ask me, looks like Alyssa Ashcroft. Well, at least her hair does, is definitely not Lisa Trevor from Resident Evil 1. This is a brand new enemy. It is not a returning enemy. But most importantly, we can take a good look at the monster being affected by the light here, and it cannot follow you into the safe room. An empty ink ribbon is a brand new item that you can find. Perhaps you are going to have to combine the empty ink ribbon with ink to be able to save your progress. Key items return, and the inventory management from Resident Evil 2 Remake makes a full return. Yes, that's right, Resident Evil 9 will feature Resident Evil 2 Remake style inventory management, so you're gonna have to be careful with what you pick up and what you bring with you during your adventures. During normal gameplay, you will be able to switch perspective and camera from first person to third person freely. You will also experience different things if you do decide to play in third person. The game, though, is recommended to be played on a first person perspective. But if you do decide to play in third person, you will see Grace visibly react to certain things in a much different way. For example, in first person, you can see Grace running, simply. But in third person, she can stumble and fall, and actually this makes for a brand new different experience if you ask me. So playing first person may be better for a first playthrough and perhaps third person for a second. The med injector and the green herbs make a return as healing items in Resident Evil Requiem. And that is pretty much it for this brand new Resident Evil Requiem gameplay. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. I am personally very excited to see resource management make a return and the Resident Evil 2 Remake inventory style making a grand return. As many, much like me, I think Resident Evil 2 Remake is the overall best Resident Evil game of all time, and I'm glad that Resident Evil 9 is more similar to that survival horror experience rather than just being an action shooter game. Now mind you, there is combat in this game. There are handguns, there are weapons that you can use, there are shotgun. Everything that you can expect from Resident Evil is in this game. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload or when I go live, and yes, I will be playing Resident Evil 9 on my channel. Take care.